I'm flying back to Dubai. Shopping at Hermes. 1A again. That's still my favorite one. This one. I'm now quickly going to share the 2 traits that I was talking about. What is my purpose on this world? Please, if you're living your life, make it a meaningful one. Alright guys, welcome in this week's vlog. And in this vlog I'm going to show you 2 important things. 1, a very big long that I took in the uptrend from BTC. 2, one of the most important life lessons I've learned this week through something not very joyful, I would say. So I'm now heading to pick up some cigars. I'm flying back to Dubai. I was in Amsterdam for a couple of days. So I'm going to take you guys with me on the journey. Keep watching. Alright guys, so before we leave, I always do something in the Netherlands before I go to Dubai, getting myself some new cigars. So I went to the espresso and you think, oh, an espresso? No. I got myself a humidor, but it didn't fit in a normal bag. Some special cigars. Look at this. Every single time when I go, I just take a good stack with me. Besides this, the entire humidor, boom, is filled up as well. So we're going all packed towards Dubai. Maybe in the airport we are going to shop some, but let's see. At least we are going with some supplies. Alright guys, so I just did some shopping at Hermes, like I always do when I'm in Amsterdam at the airport. What I got something very, very special because I come there very, very often. I always ask for one thing and they never had it. But this time when I walked in, she was almost screaming. She said, Camille, I finally have it. So in the plane I'm going to unbox it for you. It's this bag. And this one is just full of presents for my wife. So it's 2 things, but again, I will unbox it all for you. Now I'm just going to enjoy some McDonald's. You need to be honest, everyone on the airport eats McDonald's. Ali, are you ready to fly?
I am indeed.
Yeah? Are you going to leave us again in Dubai?
Yeah, England awaits, my friend.
Alright guys, there we go again. In the little bunker. We have 1A again. That's still my favorite one because it has the window on the left. So that's what I like. Look, there we have all of the shopping. And it's time to sit again now for 7 hours. Alright guys, so we are currently in the flight. I hope you can hear me well. Always when I try to record in the plane it's pretty hard. But before we are diving into the good stuff, I will need to show you some good stuff as well. Like I mentioned, I always shop when I'm on the airports. Why? Just because I like it, that when I'm going into a plane, I at least have something to celebrate as well. So I got some things for my wife. Always when I travel, I get my wife some stuff. So she has the Hermes sandals, and it's like a special edition one. You know what? I'll just show you quickly. You need to understand one thing, guys. When you're looking at your wife, yeah, a lot of guys, they spend on themselves but not on their wives. So then when they go out and they meet new people, they look very fresh, but you can see that their wife doesn't have anything. This most of the time means that the guy is just broke or selfish, okay? So a wife is always a very good measure to see if someone actually has money or does it, or that he pretends. This one is for my wife. It's like a special edition Hermes. I have these ones without the special edition thing, but I just love the color. Then I have one special thing. It is a belt. This one. Yeah. This one. It's a belt for my wife. This one is pretty hard to get. For women, this is the Kelly belt. You have the Kelly bags and you have belts as well. Pretty hard to get, but because I shop a lot at that Hermes at the airport, they gave me this one, so it's a pretty special one as well. And I have some stuff for my dog as well, but that isn't very interesting. But now we are going to the one thing that I've waited on for a very, very, very long time, and in no Hermes I could get it, because you have, for women you have the Birkin bags, but for men you have a very special bag as well, and that is this one. It is pretty expensive. It's 7.5k euros, but when you walk out the store you can already sell it for 10 or something. I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to wear it, but still, investments. Yeah. So there we go. This is the bag. This one, just a handbag, yeah, for men. I had a few, the one from Goyard and all of the stuff, but I think that just too many people wear that one now. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, I need this one. Then I wanted to get it, but then I found out that this is the most limited bag for men from Hermes. But I finally got it now. So it works the same, you just need to buy a lot and then you need to hope that someone offers it to you. I got it offered today after a lot of buying, so I'm happy. And now it's time to show you guys how I was able to actually purchase these kind of things. Because I had a very, very good trade lately, or just a very good trading month. And I'm going to show you exactly what was a very good trade and how patience paid off and how I was able to afford all of this stuff. So it's time to go a bit deeper now. Alright guys, now one of the things that I always do when I'm back in the Netherlands is I get myself some cigars, because cigars, getting the right ones is always pretty hard. So what did I do this time is I went to one of my friends who has a cigar shop and look what I got. One of the things that I didn't get myself for a while is a new humidor. Okay, so in this one I'm going to stack all of the cigars, and on every tray it is stacked with some cigars. And then right here I have the remaining cigars for in this one. Watch this. There we have a travel case for cigars as well. And look at this. We have the finest cigars out there to smoke in Dubai, because in Dubai it can be pretty expensive. And in the Netherlands you still have the good ones. This is one of my favorite ones. It's the Punch 48. I've looked for this one for a very long time, but I couldn't find it. But then my friend texted me and he said, Camille, I finally have a full box again, so I got the full box and a new humidor for in my haul, so I'm happy. Alright guys, so I'm now quickly going to share the two trades that I was talking about that were the most impressive trades that I took in the last couple of months. One of them is my short from 95k all the way towards 76k, so that's around this area. And now I had one from 78 all the way towards this level and still counting. I publicly did one from 84k all the way towards this level as well. This was my first take profit, this is my second one, and this will be my third one. So one of the first ones is this one, and one of the reasons why I took this is because when I was looking at the range trading strategy, if you don't know what range trading is, I literally have a full free course on how to build your own range in my bio, so you can always go there and check that one out. But because of the range here, we had a lot of big momentum to the upside for a couple of months, but then we broke below the mid-range here and we couldn't stay above. Then we had multiple indicators telling us that it wasn't strong enough to actually break the trend, and this was one of the moments for me to say, okay, it is time to head into shorts. The entire market was bullish, everyone was saying that I was crazy for a couple of months, and in the same week I already got the first results. But this is where the patience comes in. Yes, I was right in the first week, but what happened after that is we got a massive spike up and everyone said, you see, Camille, you were crazy for thinking that we went down. And I publicly put my name on the line for a couple of months. Why? Because right here I still said, no, we're still going down because we need to clear this area. If you don't believe me, you can look into the free school where I literally said all of this, and I publicly said it on Instagram as well. I was one of the only bears in this area. What happened, and I'm talking about two swing trades. So what happened is we went up, boom, went down again. After here, okay, a lot of people were speculating, yeah, no, this is going to be the big break. I said, listen, if we don't go to this area, you won't see any bullish version of me, because from a Fibonacci perspective, and I am a Fibonacci range trader, we need to go towards this level first. Everyone called me crazy again, and then at one point we finally got it here. I did this all live. I made live videos as well when I closed the position here. So we went towards this level, and this was the moment when I could finally be bullish with all of you as well. And this is what happened. We reclaimed back in the range, and I was waiting for the break of this longer term trend line. So as you guys can see, I called it the King Trend. Okay, it's just a cool name. Okay, it's not something special. I just called it King Trend. Once we had this break, we finally had an opportunity to add towards the long all the way from this level, and that is something that I did. I can add the picture somewhere right here. I'm currently up now more than 14%, 15% with 15x leverage. Okay, so that is quite some leverage. I'm up in a massive position. I hope that when I land, I can take my second take profit. This was my take profit 1, this is my take profit 2, and this is my take profit 3. I made a full trade recap about this in my free preschool as well. So again, if you want to see that one, just click below. And again, one of the most important things why I mix Fibonacci's with ranges is because Fibonacci's are perfect for entries and ranges are perfect for exits. And this is the reason why I mix it up together. Guys, thank you all for watching this one, and now we will continue the vlog. And now we're almost going to jump into one of the biggest life lessons I've learned so far. I'm first going to take a quick shower, and after that we are going to jump into that. One of the things I like from Emirates is that you always get these notebooks, and I get, so of course guys, I have a lot of ADHD, so the first hour I know what to do, or first 2 hours I know what to do in the plane, and then I have 5 hours that I need to fill in. And what I always do is I get myself a book like this, and then I try to force myself for 2 hours to just constantly write and see how I can create my own style of book. So I will make a structure like, okay, well, what is my purpose on this world? Which things did I do when I was younger to fill up this purpose? When did I walk away from the purpose, and what happened to my life back then? I think that one of the most important things when you're looking at life is it is the key to understand yourself. And this is hard because you will get distracted by so many things. Sometimes you get distracted because you have been sucked into someone else's life, and this maybe threw you a bit away from the purpose that you always wanted to chase in life. And this is one of the things that I think that putting all of your thoughts into paper are always one of the best things. I have my list of principles, and one of those principles is a good memory written down is worth more than 10 memories stored in the head. Why? Because you will never know what happens in life. Maybe you will get dementia, maybe you will get a car crash, and you will know, and you don't have your stable brains anymore. But if you've written everything down, you will be yourself thankful forever, and maybe your children as well, or your beloved ones. So see the power of a pen like way bigger than you actually expected, and especially paper. I'm not a big fan of doing everything online. I'm way more a fan of my pen and paper. So I'm now going to write some stuff down. After that I'm going to take a shower, and then it's time to get emotional, because this is something that got me emotional. Okay guys, so we're currently at the shower in the plane. I always say, if there's a shower in the plane, I will always go. Why? Because I didn't grow up rich. Okay, if I had to take a flight back in the days, it was with the cheapest airline, and I was got like this. Now, if I have the chance to shower on the plane, I will always do it. They even give you a amenity kit here, okay, with just deodorant, shaving stuff, and all of the stuff. Even though I don't really have a beard, I will still shave, okay, just for the feeling of it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright guys, so now it's time to go into a bit of a personal space. And that is, one of my family members is very sick. I know this already from a very young age. He 2 times saw death in the eyes last week. And he was able to put his experience into words. And he said, listen up, I was there 2 times, and 2 times something tried to take me away from the world. And that force said, listen, you don't have to feel any of this pain anymore. You don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to be locked in your body anymore. You can come with me and it will be fine. It was like an enlightenment. For some in religion it's a angel, for some it is a spirit, whatever you like. But he had this opportunity, but he chose not to go with the spirit. Why? Because of me, and because of one of his whys in life. And I would say the biggest why in his life is to be there for the people he loves. And he said, you know what, I'm not going, I want to stay in this pain because my why isn't finished yet. And I want to stay with that. And I wanted to tell this story. Why? Because I think it is so important that if you're watching this now, your why is the most important thing in life. And your why is the thing that actually keeps you in life in the hardest parts in your life. Okay, at the hardest moments, when you don't feel motivated, your why can bring you through. When everything feels against you, if your why is big enough, you can always push through. And I always said this, but it never came so close until this week. Now I would say that this was one of the biggest motivations for me as well, to go 20 times harder in life. Why? Because if someone does this for you, you need to make him even more proud. And even if he is there not anymore one day, then it's just a endless fire to say, you know what, if someone does that for you, you're going to get everything out of life. So I just wanted to mention this for everyone who's watching this. Please, if you're living your life, make it a meaningful one. Get purpose in your life, and that you never know, maybe is one of your biggest things that will save you on your deathbed, like it did for one of my beloved ones. So that is what I wanted to share. I'm now going to enjoy my food, and after that I have some more things that I want to show you. Guess who's back? There we have Vincent. There we have the car.
There's no sun up in the sky. Stormy
Oh, this is so horny.
Yeah, right?
Since my man and I ain't together.
Alright guys, so I'm back home. Back behind the charts. It is time to grind again. Keep watching my channel because there are a lot more whiteboard videos like the previous one where I'm going way deeper into the day trading space itself. We're back, as you can see here. My dog is back, Vincent is back, and it's time to grind harder than ever before. Ciao ciao.